Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man. Today we're looking at a Montgomery Ward's model 1987. I don't know if it was made in 1987. That's just a model number. Could be. I don't know how they put their model numbers in chronological order back then, but Ward's closed in 2001, so this thing could have been sold then or earlier. I don't know how it went, but it wasn't a bad little sewing machine, and I got this today to service it, and I was optimistic that I was going to be able to get it up to 100% and make a real nice video about it, but I didn't get first crack at it. You know, if I get first crack at these machines, I've been sitting up for a long time, and I know what to do and what not to do. And I used to jokingly tell customers, am I going to pay you to do this and that? And I said, and you're also going to pay me to not do the following. I give them a list of 10 things that I would not do. Number one, not destroy your machine and make it unfixable. There's people that have a screwdriver set and they can help you out until it tears your machine up. There's things you don't want to do. These old machines, when you get them and they've been sitting for a long time, there's certain areas on them that are going to be frozen up. There's certain areas on them you're going to go straight to because you have experience. You're going to know where the problem lies. And if you're an unskilled repair person, a person with a screwdriver set, you will not have the success, and it's counterintuitive a lot of times. You think, well, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll dump oil here. This one here, I took the bottom off and oil was everywhere, just like it was a gusher, you know. Hey, spindle top, it's flying out, we're gonna be rich. Nope. First thing I did was make sure the motor ran, because that's usually what happens. They kill the motor. The motor was okay. It's got the fractional horsepower motor. Let's get started here with the news. You saw the headlines, so you'll know it's gonna be a sad ending. Now this thing, we got the top up here. I can lift this off real quick and show you. This machine had a lot of real nice features. It sold new, and whatever year it sold, let's see, where's the tag was on here? Good Lord. $338. That was a bunch of money back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s even. $338 for me in the 70s, that was 1.5 house payment. So this was their top of the line. You spent some money on this one, and rightfully so, because it had a lot of nice features. See these gears and stuff in here? These are steel. Put a magnet on them. Steel, steel, steel. All the way through is steel. But where do they put a nylon gear? Where do they put the Achilles heel? Where do they put the deal killer? Well, the one place you don't want to put it, down here to drive the hook. Good Lord, why would you do this? Because this is not some sort of a high-tech, putting a man on the moon type of a part here. This is not some, oh my God, how are we going to find somebody who has the wherewithal and the machining ability to make this? This is poured into a mold. It's a little nylon gear here. And of course, it wouldn't move at all when I got it, and someone was trying to make it move. And in the process of trying to make it move, rather than getting some penetrating oil, like I tell you to do, get penetrating oil. Let's get this back here. Penetrating oil. And I always tell you to put your point behind the driver, and this area right here is going to be locked up. This area, I get my little pointer here. I like to have a pointer to help you all out, because you go, I couldn't tell what you were talking about. Let's get a pointer on here. This little bearing right here, under the hook, right here, under the hook. You know, there's the hook, under the hook, in here, down in here. That's where it locks up. That's where it always locks up. Almost every machine that's a front load, top load, the shuttle driving rod here, shuttle driving shaft, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's got a name for it. But it goes from the gear up to the shuttle driver. That's when it sits for a long time, or even when you don't oil it, that'll lock up. And you'll get a code on the new machines. On the old ones, you'll get this. See, this was locked up and wouldn't turn. I turned the hand wheel. First thing I did was turn the hand wheel, and I noticed when you turn the hand wheel and one's been sitting for a long time, what you'll get is you'll get a flex. You'll always get a flex. When you turn the hand wheel, you'll get a flex, and you'll see something's moving. Just like that, maybe. Maybe you'll get just that much of movement. And you say, okay, it's not in the top because I got movement. And you go down to the bottom, let's get both hands on the subject here, where they would have noticed that this, even though the top is flexing, it'll move, the bottom is stuck. It won't stuck. There's your clue. That's where the problem is. So you get your handy dandy penetrating oil, you make sure you have your spot on there, and you put it back there, lay the machine back, let it soak down in there. And then you're very patient, very patient. You don't grab the hand wheel and turn it real hard thinking you will overpower it. What you'll do is you'll destroy this nylon gear right here. And that's what's going on. This nylon gear right here, all these teeth in this section right here are deformed because this was locked and they overpowered it with their hand, and they got it to move. So they got this to move over here, but this didn't move. And this is metal, very sharp metal, and this is nylon gear. And this chewed this up. So this machine has no future. It's done. It has no value. Nobody wants it, even for parts. You know, it's got that good motor on it. That's a real good motor right there. You've seen that motor? That's an awesome motor. It'll fit on a lot of different machines. But motors don't go out unless somebody oils them. Rarely do you need a motor. It's like once in a lifetime do you need a motor. The motors are awesome. When they tout it's got this motor or that motor, yep, that's good to know. But this machine did not commit suicide. It was killed by an unskilled person with tools, somebody who didn't know the procedure. So if you'll bring them to me, don't touch them. If they've been sitting in a closet, you got it at an estate sale, you got it in a garage sale, you bought it online, if it comes in one piece and you go to turn that hand wheel and it won't turn and it's locked up, oh my goodness, be careful. You can proceed with caution and it'll have a happy ending by oiling back here. Or you can grab that hand wheel, over torque it, and that's what's going on with these Singer heavy duties and those things with the nylon gears. When the needle hits that whatever they're trying to sew on, which is too heavy for it because they think heavy duty means heavy duty and it doesn't, the needle will come down and hit whatever they're sewing on. They'll turn the hand wheel and they'll just force it through, and that'll break something. It'll snap off the hand wheel, snap off any of the gears, snap off the driver. So we found out yesterday that even steel gears will break when you don't lubricate them properly. These are sitting ducks with the plastic, nylon, whatever you want to call them. This one had oil everywhere, lots of oil. Got the oil off. I thought, well, maybe, no, it was a sad deal. So I'll have to tell the lady, your machine is not repairable. There's no charge when there's no happy ending. So she's going to have to get another machine. And hopefully it'll be one as nice as this one. Or maybe she can go back a little bit older and get a slant needle 403, or maybe get a Kenmore 158. Tried and true. But this one is going to go to that great big sewing machine landfill in the sky. Sad, because it was a nice machine that didn't have to die by homicidal means. Thanks.